Shalom, this is Yah is Magnified, and I'm back with another informative video. Today's video is titled The SSN and Identity Theft Argument Part 2. But before I tackle this subject, as always, I must state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, I do not practice law, and I do not pretend to. All my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. They are all facts and all truth, nothing more, nothing less. So with that being said, I would like for you all to hit that like button, and also if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you all can be notified as I'm dropping these powerful videos. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so as I stated before, this video is in fact part 2. For those who haven't watched part 1, I will put the link in the description box for part 1. So once this video go off, click on that link and it will take you directly to part 1, okay? Okay, cool. So now, the reason again why I'm doing this video, because there's misinformation agents running around on these internet platforms telling you all that it's a crime for your child's mom to give this state agency your information, such as your name, address, and if they have your social security number, whatever information they give you, whatever the state requests them to give her, they believe that is a grounds for arguing that she committed a crime known as identity theft. Okay, so I'm here, like I told y'all in my first video, that's far from the truth. Okay, and to further prove that, for the individuals that's going out there telling you all that the child's mom committed identity theft, since their child's mom gave up their identity allegedly, why won't they go down there and start this lawsuit process and walk us through that whole process to prove that what they're saying is true? They'll never do it though, guys. You know why? Because they know, like I know, it will never happen. Okay, and they know they will lose, like they've been losing in custody cases and child support cases, guys. These guys that's teaching this nonsense haven't won a thing. And that's the sad part about it. But just because they have a platform that they're trying to monetize, they come on YouTube spreading a lot of false information, just to try to get likes and subscribers before they can monetize their channel. But besides that, these guys haven't done a thing, okay? Their channel should be for entertainment purposes. That's it. They're not educating no one. They can't teach no one. They don't even know them. They don't know themselves. These guys can barely comprehend basic things. And that's the sad part about it, though, okay? But I ain't gonna beat a dead horse. You guys already know how I feel about these individuals out here putting out that false information. But I just want to, continue to apply pressure, okay, and get the wannabes who all copying me. They all watching my videos. They all want to be like me. Get these wannabes up out of here, okay? So now, as you all can see on the screen, right, this is in fact an email that my aunt received, okay? So now, that my aunt sent me, okay? We as you can see, he titled the email update, okay? And it just so-called happened, guys, that he sent me this email today at 1:28 a.m., okay? It states, from Rick to who? To me, right? Now let's read what Rick has to say. He states, "Hello, y'all. Been a long time. Just wanted to give you an update. Haven't received anything other than monthly billing statements from child support. Also, the mother of my kids sent me a picture of a document child support sent her asking for information of my whereabouts because according to child support, they can't find me. Laugh out loud." So the reason why he's saying laugh out loud, which you guys will see, is that we've been sending them documents back and forth. And because we've been sending them documents back and forth, they know exactly where he's at, okay? But do they know exactly where the person is at? You see? But let's continue on. It states, "I'll send it to you to see. Then it said, to see it. Then he states, "Other than that, that's pretty much it. I wanted to ask, was I supposed to receive something from child support after sending the 2 letters requesting account information and the lawful affidavit of blank?" I blanked it out, and then it states, "I got a wage garnishment paper, but as you know, thanks to your document, we shut that down." So again, we shut the wage garnishment down. So they're not garnishing his wages because we responded back to that properly. Then it states, "Nothing else after. Still watching the YouTube content. Man, I see you're still killing it. Blessings to you and yours. Want to thank you again for still being the light to many of us going through the child support process. We all know it ain't easy. Hope to speak to you soon." Okay, so he responded back to my letter when I gave him the document back on, he responded back to my email when I emailed him the document back on July 19th, 2023, okay? So now you all can see it states what? That's me talking now. That's me sending him Shalom Mark updated copy attached. Updated copy of what? Updated copy of the document that I sent them. To further prove that, let's go to the next screenshot. Okay, so now as you all can see, this is the remaining portion of the email, right? Everything is still the same. Okay, then it states what? On July 19, 2023 at 9:45 a.m. where we left off at. This is what I sent him. And it states what? Shalom Mark updated copy attached. Read and check for any mistakes and follow the same instructions as before. Again to my Ark Rick. And it states what? IWO response, which was the PDF that I sent them, okay? So again, yesterday at 1:32 a.m., he sent it to me again, and it states what? This is the document child support sent to the mother of my kids. And there's the document, guys. So now let's open the document. Okay, so now as you all can see, this is the document that my Ox children's mom received from the agency stating that they cannot find him. So she sent this document to him, expecting to receive answers, okay? So now you all can see we're coming from where? The County of San Diego, Department of Child Support Services, right? The date I highlighted in yellow, which is August the 19th, 2023. Then it states what? His child's mom name I crossed out, upper left hand corner, and her address. The case number I crossed out. The person ordered to receive child support, which is his child's mom's name, I crossed her name out. The parent ordered to pay child support, again, is my Ark Rick, same person that sent the email. And the court case number I also crossed out. Okay, then it states, dear my Ox child's mom or children's mom, it states this office has an open child support case for the children listed below, which is his 2 children. I blanked their names out. Then it states, we are required to gather information on the other parent in order to pay support to establish parentage, obtain an enforceable child support order, or enforce a support order. Your case may meet one of these criteria. Then it states, at this time, we may not have enough information to identify or locate the parent in order to pay support. So again, guys, understand what's going on here, okay? They can't identify the parent, or they cannot locate the parent. The parent is the what? The parent is the legal entity known as what? The straw man, aka the legal person, aka the ens legis. That's it. That's all, guys. Okay, but let's continue on. If you have any new information regarding the whereabouts of the parent in order to pay support, please provide this to us by using one of the following methods. 1. Contact the child support agency by phone. 2. Electronically submit information. And 3. Complete the back of this form and return it to the Child Support Enforcement Agency. Then it states, with your assistance, we may be able to proceed with the next appropriate actions. Okay, so they're basically telling her, without this information, or without this guy participating, or without us, basically being able to contact that legal entity, then we're basically stuck. And we need your help to try to convince them, or we need your help to do something. Because if not, we're going to close the case. Okay, like I showed y'all in my last video. A video I did like, 2 or 3 years ago. I'm going to find that video and put the link in the description box too. When they sent another letter similar to this to my other Ark, who case was vacated or terminated. They sent her a letter like this before it happened. And next thing you know, the case was terminated. Why? Because they used an excuse that they couldn't find him. All right? But they know very well he's at. Same situation. We're responding back. And because we're responding back and responding back properly, they're stuck. You see? And they're going to use this as an excuse to do what? To get rid of the case, okay? So now, let's go to the statute that they like to quote, or they're trying to quote to make it seem as though your child's mom is committing a crime known as identity theft. Let's go there. All right, so now, as you all can see, we're coming from the Council of District of Columbia, right? And the reason why I'm really addressing this is because I'm in the District of Columbia. Okay, so who will be the best person to address this false information but me, right? Right, okay, cool. So now, the person that's telling you all that it's a crime for your child's mom to give your information to the Child Support Enforcement Agency, use this as their proof that it's identity theft, right? So now let's read it over. Let's see if the term child support or any type of term dealing with the state is on here at all, okay? Now let's read it. It states right here, Code of the District of Columbia, subsection 22-3227.02, identity theft. And it reads, a person commits the offense of identity theft if that person knowingly 1. Uses personal identifying information belonging to or pertaining to another person to obtain or attempt to obtain property fraudulently and without that person's consent. 2. Obtains, creates, or possesses personal identifying information belonging to or pertaining to another person with the intent to A. Use the information to obtain or attempt to obtain property fraudulently and without that person's consent, or B. Give, sell, transmit, or transfer the information to a third person to facilitate the use of the information by that third person to obtain or attempt to obtain property fraudulently and without that person's consent, or 3. Uses personal identifying information belonging to or pertaining to another person without that person's consent to A. Identify himself or herself at the time of his or her arrest. B. Facilitate or conceal his or her commission of a crime. Or C. Avoid detection, apprehension, or prosecution for a crime. So again, guys, when we're reading this, do we see the term state on here? No, this is identity. This is for identity theft. If someone takes your identity, right, and use it to get credit cards, stuff dealing with commerce, like credit cards, car notes, or they use it to get away with a crime, or they use it to make fake IDs and stuff like that, okay? That has nothing to do with child support, guys. To further prove that, let's go to the statute that does pertain to child support. Let's go there. All right, so now, as you all can see, again, we're still dealing with what? Council of the District of Columbia, okay? Now it reads, let's scroll up. Code of the District of Columbia again, but this time we're coming from where? Subsection 46-224.02, parent locator services, okay? So now, for the individuals that's putting this nonsense out there, right, that your child's mom committed identity theft, you cannot deny one section of the code, but then uphold the other section of the code. No, the District of Columbia printed both of these codes. So if one is right, then the other one have to be true. Okay? So let's put everything in its proper context, guys. Now let's read it. A. The Title 4D agency is established as the district centralized parent locator service to locate parents of children in need of support. B. Any officer or employee of the district shall cooperate with the 4D agency to determine the location of a parent who is not supporting his or her children. The officer or employee shall provide any pertinent information that relates to the location, income, or property of a parent, notwithstanding any district statute, ordinance, or rule that makes the information what? Confidential. You see? So, notwithstanding the rule we just read, because that has nothing to do with the District of Columbia, okay? That has everything to do with what? Identity theft, dealing with commercial activities, such as a crime that's been committed and they trying to use somebody else's identity. When they get arrested, they use somebody else's name and identity, trying to say that's, they someone else and not actually them. Or if they purchase things, in someone else's name and use their identity that way. This has nothing, but that code that we read prior, the first code, has nothing to do with child support. To further read it, let's keep reading. It states, C. Any company, corporation, partnership, association, union, organization, or entity doing business in the district shall provide the 4D agency with the following available information. If the 4D agency certifies that the information should be used to locate a parent of a child in need of support, and that information obtained will be treated as confidential by the 4D agency unless the parent's name is published or reported to a consumer credit reporting agency pursuant to subsection 46-225. Remember, guys, I just did a video talking about the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and credit reporting, right? Right. So everything is falling into place, guys, because everything I'm telling you all is the truth, okay? My videos flow like water. Everything I'm telling you all is real. Okay, I'm not here to just make content. No, I'm here to educate you guys, give you all that right information. Not what you want to hear, what you need to hear. I'll give you all the truth. Let's continue on. So this is what they can give her. This is what your child's mom or any agency or anyone that the state requests. If they give this information to the state, they have the right to do it, okay? Why? Because the state supports it. And the federal government supports it as well. But let's continue. It states, number 1, full name of the parent. Number 2, name and address of the parent's employer. Number 3, social security number of the parent. Number 4, the date of birth of the parent. Number 5, the home address of the parent. Number 6, amount of wages earned by the parent. And number 7, number of dependents claimed by the parents on what state and federal income withholding forms. And D, right? It's these states right here. A person may not knowingly refuse to give the 4D agency information that will assist the 4D agency in what? Locating the parent of the child. So now, the letter I posted at the very beginning of the video, it simply stated what? That they cannot find my ARC, right? Right. And they even that, but they know we at. Why is that? Because we are applying pressure. Like I tell you guys, there's a lot of phonies and fakes out there. They don't know what they're talking about. They're giving out false information. But when you hear the truth, you know the truth. And the truth shall what, guys? The truth shall set you free. Okay? And once you're free indeed. But let's continue on. Let's read E. This is what happens to a person who withholds that information. It states, a person who knowingly refuses to provide information or provides false information that has been requested pursuant to subsection C of this section, upon conviction, shall be imprisoned for not more than 3 months, fined not more than $1,000, or both. Okay, so now as you all can see, we just completely rebutted any claims that you all can whoever child's mom get information over to the agency, she did not commit identity theft. Okay, this is not only in DC, this is in every state. To further prove that, let's go to one more witness. Let's do Mississippi real quick and then I'm gone. Let's do that. All right. Okay, so now as you all can see, we're coming from Justia and we're dealing with what? Mississippi code, okay? But let's continue on, right? Because like I stated, it's not only in DC, it's in every state, right? And the title of the code is what? Subsection 43, 1945, and it's for what? The state parent locator services, okay? So for those who want to know if it's in their state, only thing you have to do is simple, guys. Go to Google. Type in your state and type in state parent locator and see if yours say anything different than any other state. Guarantee you it won't. Why? Let's continue on. Because it's a what? A universal citation. Meaning it's the same all over in all 50 states, guys. That's it, okay? Like it states right here. Universal citation. Okay? But let's continue on. It reads, 1. The Child Support Unit shall establish a state parent locator service for the purpose of locating absent and non-supporting parents and alleged parents, which will utilize all appropriate public and private locator sources. Then it states, in order to carry out the responsibilities imposed under Section 43-1931 through 43-1953, the Child Support Unit may secure by administrative subpoena from the customer records of public utilities and cable television companies the names and addresses of individuals and names and addresses of employers of such individuals that would enable the location of parents or alleged parents who have a duty to provide support and maintenance for their children. So again, guys, they have this thing sold up. They can find you anywhere, guys. Your cell phone, your cable bill, your license. They can find you whatever. Once you participate in commerce, they're gonna find you, okay? So you can't really run from these people. That's why I tell you all, you have to face them head on. But let's continue. It states, the Child Support Unit may also administratively subpoena any and all financial information, including account numbers, names and social security numbers of records for assets, accounts, and account balances from any individual, financial institution, business, or other entity, public or private, needed to establish, modify, or enforce a support order. So again, guys, it's just that simple. They can get your information and they can use it at will. Okay? So you're trying to claim identity theft, it will not work. And for individuals telling you all that your child's mom committed identity theft, are simply lying to you guys. Stay away from them type of people, man. They will do anything. Okay? That's why they're in the situation they're in now. Okay? Crying for custody. Trying to win. You know? Never won a child support case. Alright? But look, that's what I'm going to do for today. If you all need my help, hit me up in my email at y'allismagnified@gmail.com. Let's continue to apply that pressure. Let's get this right wisdom, this right knowledge, and this right understanding. And with that being said, guys, you all be blessed. And I say, shalom.